Hello, welcome to our midweek message from the Golden Cap Benefice. I'm Reverend Chris, the team rector. Glad that you could join us today. Recently, I went to visit an elderly parishioner who had been admitted to a local hospital after requiring surgery. And we chatted for a while. And then, as my visit was coming to an end, I offered to say a prayer with her. And as I offered, she squeezed my hand and said, "Yes, please." So I knelt down by her bedside and I spoke over her what's known as the Aaronic blessing, or sometimes called the priestly blessing, from chapter 6 in the book of Numbers in the Old Testament. It's a blessing that God tells Moses to tell Aaron and his sons to pray over the Israelites. So it's sometimes called the priestly blessing because Aaron and his sons were priests. You'll recognize it. It's a delightful blessing. It's one that goes, "The Lord bless you and keep you and make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you his peace." I use it a lot and often when people come up for a blessing at communion. Well, the lady squeezed my hand and said, "Thank you very much." And I stood up and started to make my way across the ward to the hospital exit. But as I did so, a lady in the bed next door stopped me and said, "Thank you for your prayer." She said, "When you prayed it, I closed my eyes as well, and I prayed it for myself too, and it was lovely." I was really struck by that, and on the journey home in the car, I realized again that when we bless others, in word or in deed, the blessing can somehow spill over. It can unfold in ways that we hardly ever get to see. Although sometimes, like on the hospital ward that day, occasionally we get a glimpse of how our blessing of another has spread outwards, like the ripples caused by a stone dropped into a pond. It reminded me of a time when I was praying near a communion table in a church that I was soon to take a communion service at. And as I was praying, I'll call it the Lord's whisper. It was a phrase that flashed across my mind from nowhere that said, "When you break bread at this table, you scatter the crumbs into the community." Well, next month and in the months to follow, we shall be praying prayers of blessing in each of the communities in the Golden Cap Benefice. One community each month, starting alphabetically next month in May in Bettiscombe. Please look out for details of that. And as we do so, our hope is that God's blessing will scatter and ripple and spill over into every aspect of the lives of those who make up our communities here. And today, as you go about your business, resolve to bless someone in word or deed. Be determined to be kind to someone, to say something affirming to a friend or relative or neighbour, or to say a prayer for someone. Because as you do, in ways that you may never be able to see or comprehend, you will be sowing love and goodness and kindness into the whole world and far beyond the person just in front of you. And so today, may the Lord bless you and keep you and make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you his peace. Amen. And thanks for watching. See you next time.